Wow, okay. It just goes live automatically. That's super. Usually it tells you that you have to wait a second or you hit go live and it just, you know, there's like a buffer period. But now it just seems to go straight off when you hit start streaming on OBS. Anyways, for all of you that aren't here yet, because I don't think anybody's here yet, I'm playing with webflow, which is a web design application, and I've been trying to learn how to use it in relation to my job. So I'm gonna give myself kind of a quiz because I haven't done a whole lot with it in the last week, in terms of just not having a tutorial or a follow along. So I'm gonna try to do uh, something without uh, you know without having to Google everything the whole time. So uh, so what I've got so far, this is like the free version. Um, but this is some stuff I was playing with before. And right now I'm trying to learn how to do this stuff where you can adapt an After Effects animation, and I'll get into that later. I'll probably delete this project though, so I can start a new one, because for the free version you can only have two. And so what I'm going to try to do today is have I got some pictures I pulled off the internet a little while ago, and I'm gonna make like a gallery, just like a page. It's like a gallery of images, and then in a grid pattern, kind of like with my LaCroix cans here, and have it link you to the Wikipedia page for the artist that did them, just as a practice for myself. So if you look at this LaCroix page I made, um, I got like 8 different flavors here, and they're all up in a grid. And when you click them, it takes you to their page where it describes them or whatever. And this is responsive page, so it should adjust based on the window size. Oh no, my desktop is showing. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna try to do this again, but instead of having 8 and even square images with nice backgrounds and all that, I'm gonna try to do something that's a little more slapdash, where I just grab the art off the internet, and I'm gonna try to make it fit into a grid and not look like garbage. At least that's the plan anyway. We'll see how that goes. Okay, what am I doing? Close that, and I'm gonna delete this one. If you guys want to see this is my titty sprinkles animation. Don't get hypnotized. But this is supposed to work on different sizes. It's kind of a pain in the butt to deal with, but I'm learning. Anyways, this is going out the window. You can hear my mouse clicking. I don't know if I like that. Okay, so if you go to Webflow, you sign in, got your dashboard, and then you can make a new project. And they got a lot of templates. Some of these cost a lot of money. Uh, this business one is free, but it's actually really good. I'm kind of deconstructing it right now for another practice thing I'm doing. But yeah, fun to play with. But for now, I'm going to just start blank. I'm going to call this artboard. All right, so with Webflow, from what I've gathered from my numerous tutorial watchings, is you get different screen resolutions for how this is going to display, and everything cascades down. So anything you do in the big one is going to reflect in the smaller ones. But if you make a larger screen resolution, then it'll scale up. So it's kind of whatever your starred one in here is, that's going to scale down. So if I would make changes to this, I'll show you later, it won't reflect in the ones higher up. But if I made changes to this one and I had a bigger one, which I think the 1920 is their biggest they have right now, but it goes up this way off my base, which is adjustable on the fly anyway. Uh, so this is basically web design GUI for people that hate coding, which is me. And that's one thing a lot of people I don't think realize is there's a difference between a web designer and a web developer. Like I think a lot of people assume it's the same thing. Looks like I'm buffering over here. Um, but a web designer is not a developer and vice versa. So if somebody's trying to make you do both, you should charge them double. Because the designer just designs the page. It's the developer that's got to make the page work. So Webflow is kind of a page designer for developers. What is happening on this channel? It's my channel and I do what I want. That's what's happening on this channel. Are you not entertained? If not, I don't really care. All right, so grids. Let's see here. Bang. It's got that thing. You got your grids here. And I got 7 images, so I'm going to have to upload those in a bit. But right now, let's see, I'm going to have to add some more rows, which is simple enough. And then columns, I don't know how many I'll do. That looks good. Or maybe I'll subtract this. How do I do that? I don't know. Rows, delete row. No, that's not what to delete column. Ah. Basically, you can watch me fumble with this, and I'm kind of hoping, like, I'm not teaching anything, I'm learning, and I'm secretly hoping that somebody will come along and see me struggling and be like, "Hey, you're supposed to do it like this," and I'll be like, "Oh." So I'm not teaching. I mean, I might be. You might learn something, but that's totally by accident. Um, this is for me to learn, not to teach. So you're just watching me struggle. So don't expect to get anything out of this, uh, in particularly. Well, maybe you'll be able to save me because I hate coding. It hurts my eyes. Let's see here. So right now, if you would try to look at this, nothing. But I've already curated some images. I'm gonna see if I can just drag them, drop in here. No, not liking that. Maybe if I was in the right view. No, no, I don't know what happened. It didn't. It didn't care for it. Nope, can't do it. Huh. Huh. Anyway, we're done editing the grid for now. I'm gonna screw around with it some more later. But I think what I should have to do to probably structure this correctly, I don't know much about web design, like I said, or web development or web design. I'm just trying to learn. But anyways, we'll put some containers in these grid boxes. I'm gonna put a div block in each one. And that way I can put my image in the div block, and that's just why I hate web design. I have no idea why they don't have something yet. I mean, this is getting close, but why they don't have something that's just like InDesign or Photoshop or Illustrator, where you just set your resolution and then drag your stuff on top of it and lay it out and then just hit a button that says convert for web. That would be super, but that's not a thing. I wonder if I can drag my image straight into a div block. Nope. Oh, that's the other thing too that's neat about Webflow is if I want to change these grid sizes, I can just drag them over. So I know I'm going to have an odd number of grids. But I don't know what that did to my div block exactly. Is that the same div? Do I have the same number of div blocks? I think it just kind of mashed them all forward. Yep. So, yeah. So what I want to do there is put images in. So I'm probably gonna have to upload a bunch of these. So I'm just gonna go with default images for now. Image. I have 7, so we'll see how laying them out works. Oh, and the other thing I hate is a lot of other. See, why did that go into the same div block? Or did it? Yeah, it did. What happened? Why did that happen? What's in this div block? Where's this div block? That's there. Okay, so if I go into there and I put the image in, what just happened? It's not going in the div block. Or is my div block in a div block? No, it's not in there. So you got the twirl down wheel and that shows you everything, the parents and whatever. I'm learning web development because I have to do it for my job now. So in addition to print and mail, we're doing web and email. So you get a piece in the mail, it's got a QR code on it, it takes you to a website. The website gives you a form, you fill out the form, and then you get an email. It's it's called cross media. So now not only do I have to set up print files and print the print files and run a printer and a booklet maker and all that stuff, I gotta set up websites and web pages and emails and make sure they all work. But yeah, you can kind of see if you look at this. This is a tablet view, and this is widescreen phone, and this is phone, and it kind of adjusts them. But I'm obviously gonna have to put some padding on my grid. I forget what it is. I think it's Alt. If you Alt drag, yeah, it does both sides at the same time. I want to put a little bit more padding on than that. Anyways, let's get back to wondering why this div block's not accepting this image. That is so weird. It's going into this div block. Or no, it's just going into the grid. I want this image in this div block. There. That's weird. It wouldn't just drag on there. Did you notice how the other two just kind of drug right in there and that didn't? That's weird. Anyways, we got another div block here. So we got another image. I'm going to change all these. These are just placeholders for now. We got like a double split there. What the hell is going on here? Get out of there. Did that go into its proper div block? No, it didn't. What in the wide world of sports? I'm backing way up. I'm going all the way back here because something's goofy to me. Okay, I got a grid and a div block. And I swear I just drug those in there. That's weird. Anyway, let me put this padding on here first since I accidentally deleted it. Maybe I should put some padding on my div blocks, eh? Let's see if that makes a difference. See, that image went into the grid. It didn't go into the div block. Why? It did that before. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bug with webflow. I'll set these back to 0. Can you guys hear the music I got playing in the background? Let's see. Yeah. I don't want to get I actually got a copyright strike last night for playing uh what? For playing Vert to Fur Civilization 5. Anyways, I'm not able to just drag these images in anymore, so it's not putting them where I want them to go. So I'll just drag them into the grid space and then take them into the parent that I want them to have. What? No. Where is this div block? Okay, that's weird. Get in there. There. So confusing. Just go where I put you. Why can't you just go where I put you? Silly. There. I got 7. I'm gonna put this other one in this middle one. See if that affects how development goes. Okay, that's so weird. Make sure I'm in the right div block here. I want this bottom center one to be my div block for that. Wait, what are you doing? So it's this one. I should probably name these. But like I said, maybe this will give the Webflow people an idea, if anybody from their company ever watches it, how it actually is for somebody that doesn't know what the hell they're doing to try to use their product. And that's who they should be aiming for, is everybody, you know? Like somebody that has zero web development or web design experience is going to come in here and try to use it like it's Photoshop, and they're going to be sorely disappointed because you still have to know the basics of HTML and CSS to make this work. Otherwise, it all falls apart. And even still, you can get halfway into something with this and have it all fall apart, which has happened to me many times. But I'm pretty sure this image, I don't know why it wants to live outside that div block there. You notice if you look over here, it kind of put it in based on how it's set up here. And I'm going to have to change this whole thing to I think a flex maybe. I don't know. I don't know. There's all these properties like there's block elements and flex and grid and all these controls. And there's a lot of there's actually a lot of videos on Webflow's website like Webflow University, and I just noticed that I am building God damn it. I have to start over because I'm building in the wrong. If you notice, see how I made a change to this larger uh display 1920px, and it didn't affect the 1453 or any of these other ones. So make sure that you don't do like I did, and when you're working, you don't have the wrong screen clicked unless you want to modify just this one, because not all these changes will only reflect in this one and on up. They don't go backwards unless you're in your star base here. Then they go down. So they always say they cascade down, but they cascade from center outward. So I'm just going to start totally over. Oh, I can't delete the body. Anyway, here we go again. This is web development. All right, and they got a bunch of pre-made stuff here, but I just want a grid. So, and I want a grid with more rows and columns. Done. And I want a grid to have some padding on it. Let's go ahead and throw a little on the bottom too. Okay, now I got to put some div blocks in my grid spaces. And whatever you do, do not copy paste And I'll show you why. Actually, let me just demo that real quick. So if I got a div block here, and now I want to copy that, I can Control C and I can Control V, and I can just paste merrily on my way and fill all these up with div blocks. Now here's the problem. When I change one of these div blocks, like I want to change the background color, wow, it didn't do it. Normally, it would, okay, it must have given them all different names. But normally what would happen is, at least my experience has been, when you change one, I guess now it's actually giving them different names. That's new to me. And you can see it's changing it in the classes here. It used to be when I would do this, I would copy paste stuff in, and whenever I would make a change, it would change all of them. So if I would change this class, like that this is div block 3 in the center, if I change it to div block 2 in its class, it would, I think it's going to revert to that other red. Okay. Or not. But for a while it was just, oh, well, it's not letting me change that. Okay, let me try just renaming it div block 2. Okay, let me just try adding in div block 2 to that. Huh, okay. There must have been some updates or something. There we go. See, I added my class here, div block 2, and now it's like div block 2. That's better. It used to be it didn't automatically rename stuff, so when you copy pasted stuff in, like if I would have changed the color on this, it would have changed it on all of them, which is really annoying and stupid, and I don't like that. And I'm glad it doesn't happen anymore. So now hopefully I could just copy paste in some images into my div blocks. Maybe that's what I was doing before, as I wasn't like, see, if I want to drag this into a div block, it's not going to go into the div block. It'll just go beside it. But I don't want that. I want it to go in the div block, so I can just click the div block and then get my image. I wonder if I can just copy those. Okay, that's much faster. All right, now here's a gotcha for you, and then this, I got to remember how to do this, and then this should have applied to everything. And I don't like this isn't centered, so I'm going to change my body to a flex, and I want it to be center vertical there. Boom. Now when you look at your page, everything's got a nice little spot there. And in fact, I think I'm not going to go center. I think I'm going to go top down. There. Oh, see that? Now I wasn't in the right one, so the changes only reflect in that one. Fix that real quick. So again, don't be like me. Don't forget where you're at. See, now it reflects in all of them. Okay. I can't believe I got more people watching me play with a web design app than I have playing a video game. All right. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Building a web page. All right. So I want all these images to have links, and there's not a real quick way to do that. So what you have to do is, man, I might have to watch a video to remember how to do this because it's kind of silly. Like, I would like to just click on this image and then have a drop down here, like show all settings, where I could just put in a link. But there's nothing like that for that. If I could just add, like over here, just put a link in there, like maybe right below alt or link, and then the image becomes an image link, that would be great. But what you got to do is, there's a roundabout way of doing it, and you have to get a link block. Link block, link block, link block. Where is the link block? Did I pass it up? Link block. So I would have to get a link block, and then that's got to live in the div block. So I need a link block for all my div blocks. Whoa, hold on. I probably should have put that in first, honestly. But I'll arrange them after the fact. Now that link block shows up when you're in the mode here for working, but it doesn't show up on the page. It's kind of like an invisible little in your way thing. So let me just maneuver some stuff around here. I really didn't need 9 of them because I've only got 7 images, but yeah. Oh, hey, Robert Wilson. Thanks for coming out. Uh, anyways, let's see here. Yeah. So then with your link blocks, then you can let me do a quick test here. Let me just edit this one and put in like Yahoo or something. Make sure it didn't change all of them since I copy pasted. Yeah. I mean, ideally, if you knew what you were doing, you would give this a class name and all that stuff. But I'm a Hoosier. I don't operate like I'm supposed to. But see, I can't just click on that now. It doesn't do anything. So I can't remember. There's you have to set. You have to do some finagling to get the. Maybe it's got to be below it, or it's got to be. I can't remember. If like that, does that work? Nope. Okay. But you gotta set this. You gotta set the image to I think absolute. Oh wait, no, I'm on. Hold on. I'm retarded. I'm gonna go static for now. The image has to be, I think, relative. And this has got to set to uh, relative, and something else has to get changed. There's another tab over here. I can't remember which one it is. I might have to look up a tutorial video real quick. I know there's something over here though, like. But actually, you know what? Let me just go back and look at my my dashboard and I'll look at my LaCroix site and see how I did that. Cause I don't remember. So image link block, and then image is set to static. And my link block is absolute and full. So what was my image? Oh, help me God. This is how all web development is done. Hello. All web development is done by double checking stuff that already works and just copying it. All right, so my image block was, where did it go? Where did it go? Static. So I think if I just go, so this should be static, right? Right. I'm gonna change it to static, and then I'm gonna change my link block to absolute and then full. And that should have turned my image into a link. Oh wait, it's made the whole thing into a link. Well, that's not what I want. What did I do wrong? Maybe I don't want. Well, that doesn't make any sense. If it works over here, see this one, that only takes those into their respective web pages. Why does this one is affecting everything? What's different about my setup here? Nothing. I got a div block in the a grid in the div block. Huh. For some reason my link block is taken over. I wonder what happens if I put in another. Let me add another link block and see if we get into a fight with each other. Have this one go to Google. Oh, I'm gonna take that hashtag thing out of there. Let's see what happens, boy cracky. And the image is gonna be static, which it is. Maybe it should be relative. Maybe I don't know. It's clear I don't know. But anyway, or maybe my link block is in the wrong order. Oh, it is. Link block got to be after image. Let's see if that changes anything. Nope. Well, let's go ahead and change all these like the other one. When the pail sitting silent on a rusted pail. Okay, looking about the same. Um, Huh. Okay, image. That's the same. Link block. Oh, see? See what happened here? My link block. It's got all the properties of the other link block, even though I didn't change them. See that one's. Oh wait, or did I already change that one? Or am I looking at the wrong one? I was looking at the wrong one. Absolute full. Okay. So, okay, that one went to Google, and this one went to Google. Mm. Let me see what happened. Well, obviously that's not gonna work. Hmm. Now I am stumped. I'm doing okay. Well, let me just play with some stuff here then. My link block is trying to be all over the whole grid when I only want it in that one div. Uh, Top left. Confused. It seems to have turned my whole grid into a link. I must be forgetting something. But I don't see any major differences between this one and that one. I gotta be forgetting something. Let me consult a YouTube tutorial while you guys stare at these LaCroix cans. How to image link in webflow. This is why I wish they just had straight up, click the image and make that your link. So, uh, okay. You guys have to bear with me while I sit here and watch this. Okay, he drug that. Oh, did I do something wrong? I think I might have. Oh, okay. I know what I did. I have to change the div block position to relative, I believe. We'll see if that makes a difference. Well, okay, that worked for the Google one. But no, you know what? I forgot to change my image, my link block back, I think, to full. Okay. There we go. Now we got a Yahoo link and a Google link instead of an all over link. So the div block, that's why you got to have your structure, because if your div block is not set to relative, then your image or your link block is just going to override everything. So I got to go through all my div blocks here and change them to relative, at least for 7 of them. In fact, I'm going to give some of these names so I don't confuse myself too much more. Am I still live? Okay. Oh, now it's giving them names for me. Div block 7, since I'm changing all the stuff. I should only need 7. I want to call this div block 1 if I can. I don't know if I can rename it. Okay, I got div block 1, 2, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's 3? Relative. Okay. So then my link block has got to be link blocks all got to be absolute and fixed. Where did that go? Absolute or absolute full, I should say. So I failed my first quiz where I couldn't do it without looking it up. All right, 7's enough. I'm not going to need these other 2. Maybe I'll pick out some more later. But for now, I only have 7 images. Yeah, it's a augmented reality LaCroix commercial. You should have been here when I played Civilization 5 for 7.5 hours straight yesterday. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Okay. Boo, boo. Wow. You should have been here when I played Civil. Okay. I'm drawing a blank here. Okay. Sorry, you have to bear with me. I'm looking for something. Okay. Now, I'm gonna swap my images. And then I think even with these set in their positions, I should still be able to edit the links. Yeah, the URLs. All right. Image. How do I do that? Why am I drawing a blank on that? It's gonna be down here somewhere. Image. Static, blah, 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 blah. Well, I wonder if I can just drag an image in. There we go. Okay, cool. That just swaps the image right in. Or did it? No, it just put another image in. Wonder what happens when I hit that. Okay, that worked. Yahoo. See, I'm gonna have to want to resize some of these, and they're not all gonna be little bitty squares like that. I'd like to have them have varying sizes. What's going on here? Okay. We're having a fit here. It's not liking this. What if I could just drag these straight over? Oh, now I'm interrupting the flow of things. Well, that's weird. That totally jacked everything up. Interesting. Anyway, let me just drag the rest of my images in and see what the heck happens. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's if I click this image. Where did it go? Image 2 and then edit that. If I can choose it. That's what I'm doing wrong. But I did find an interesting flaw there. Some weird stuff going on. Anyway. There. What I want to do is click that and then edit the image and choose my image. Add my assets. Hey. No. Oh, I'm gonna have to get a new Picasso because it doesn't like my web piece. So for now, we'll just use 6. Replace. No, that's my link. I want to replace the image. Come on, I still got a stray image floating around. Oh, wait. Huh, I got 2 images in this div block. How'd that happen? Gonna delete that. Link block 3 is in div block 4. This is why it's important to name this stuff. I'm not doing a good job at that. It's kind of tedious to do, but in the long run, it's probably smarter to do that. All I want to do is circle. That one already. Got that one already. We'll throw Genzo Man in the middle, and what was my 6th image? Oh, Geiger. Derp. All right, so this should all be nice and tidy and centered and should scale to every viewport just by default because it's a flex grid. But we can make individual changes. Like I think I've not had luck doing this. It's always broken it, but I think I should be able to, like, for example, take this grid and just drag it over. Like I wanted to take up 2 spaces. Okay. Somebody lied to me in the other tutorial. I didn't know I could do this. This is a new feature. So I can scale that. Huh, I wonder how that's going to display. Well, that just looks silly. Unless I change it to flex. No. Center. There we go. So the individual div blocks still maintain their own properties even though the grid is set as a flex grid. And that means nothing to you if you've never used this before, but trust me, it makes sense. Well, so far I'm doing a lot better. It's only taken me about 45 minutes to get my images up, and then I just got to get links for all these images. And I wanted to have something a little more dynamic, uh, but I'm obviously having trouble adjusting my grid sizes because normally, um, I guess if I click there, that's not what I want to do. In the tutorial on Webflow University, well, that's kind of neat. Um, I should at somewhere on here be able to just take this. Why is link block 5 up here? Div block. Image. Link block. Okay, I'm confused. I should be able to just take this and drag it over. There! It did it that time. And then when I look at that, then it should scale accordingly. All right, I gotta figure out what the heck happened there. Now what I want to happen is I'm gonna put this thing back into, who are you? Wait, where are you? This is why you gotta name your stuff. Div block 6, I'm gonna take out of flex mode and put it in the standard. But what I wanna do is take div block 1, double it up, and then I wanna move div block 5, which is actually div block 6, up to where, don't get in there, there. And then I want to make div block 6 flex grid, and let's see, vertical, or do I? And I want to drag the image to make it bigger, and then do, yeah, see? And there, that, oh, crap. That did, wait, what the heck? That should have scaled up. Webflow is a liar. This view should have scaled better into that one. It should have gone up, but it didn't. So I'd actually have to go through into the other view and adjust it again. Liars! And image 1 here is a little big, so I'm going to change its max percentage to 90. And then I'm going to edit my grid again. And squish that a little more. Squish, that's the professional term. Actually, you know what? I need to center that too. Div block, flex mode, center. Why ain't it centering? Huh, I'm confused. Maybe I could just center it. Nope. Well, that's I didn't want to do that. I want to get rid of this big gap here. And it's not letting me do that. Image. Oh, there we go. Center. Yay. Hey, no worries. I haven't really done much with the virtual barbershop. I haven't really quite set up yet. I don't have my dummy head yet. I think Charisse, Debbie, and Samantha will have new stuff soon, I hope. But yes, Okay. Um. Ooh, that's ugly, ain't it? I wonder if there's a way we could get rid of some of this stuff so that this less fugly at the bottom. Blood loss in the bathroom stall. Uh, I can't believe 5 people are watching me do this. Thanks for coming out, everybody. I'm gonna delete these. Okay, what's my grid look like right now? See, I kind of wish I could just, well, I guess I could center the image, but I could probably just move that over into the other grid block, maybe? Hey, where'd you come from? Thought I deleted you. Div block? No? Come on, just come on out. Oh, there it go. There it went. But just the image came, not the div block. So that's a problem for our link. And let me get my links in here to make sure the links work before I start trying to mess with it too much. All these artists have Wikipedia pages except for Genzo Man. So he's just got like a Street Fighter wiki page. So that's the link he's gonna get. Uh-oh. Something strange happened. Link block 6 is way up here. What do we got going on here? Div block image, link block. Oh, see? Wow, okay. Div block image, link block 6, I think needs to go in, up here. Yeah, that was scary. My stuff migrated, and I got link block 5 living in here. Where did it go? Who's missing their link block? Link block 5. Okay. See? You got to make sure that your nests all stay in order, otherwise you're going to get crazy. And I'm going to pay attention to those in the future to see how they, when I try to readjust these images through here and see if if everything stays where it's supposed to. Anyway, div block image link block. That's Monet. This is Genzo Man. So Genzo Man's link block is this URL. So now Genzo Man should take you to Genzo Man. Gonzalo Ordonez Arias, better known under his pen name Genzo Man. Okay, so now we just need to get some other links. Claude Monet. Don't mind my Googling. Whoops, that's still the Yahoo link. This is link block. Oh. Claude Monet. Sweet. Who's next? This is Ana Diaz. She's the Google link right now. Div block. Link block 2. Well, this is the wrong. There we go. Do 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 do. Bang. Cool. All right. And then you got Stanislaw Sokolsky. Say that 3 times fast. Stanislav Sokolsky. I actually named the images with their links, but I'm stupid, and when they're in the assets, I can't actually see that. So that was kind of an idiot maneuver. And then you got Salvador Dali. And H.R. Geiger, famous for the Alien franchise. I think I might. What, can I rename these? Rename class? I don't want to. I guess I do. Can I call it Geiger? Cool. Okay, good. Now I know where my uh, links in that are migrating to. When they start jumping around. Should have done this from the start. I'm just going to call this Stan because I'm not going to try to spell Sokolsky. And we're going to see if there's any ill effects from having an image class and a link class named the same thing. Oh, see, it doesn't like that. Already exists. I guess I'll call it, I probably ought to name it, yeah, it doesn't like that. But it let me do it over here. Strange. And let me do it there. You guys seeing this? I could rename these all the same thing, but when I want to change this one to Diaz, it's going to tell me it already exists. Okay. Okay. That's, you're just making stuff up now, huh? Let's make your own rules up. Monet. Let's see what this one does. Yeah, it doesn't like that. If it's already got a class, these other images didn't have classes, so I guess that's the problem. Anyways, I want to rename these div blocks too. Why can't you? It can just be div block 1, right? Or it's probably already there. So I'll just leave the div blocks alone. Wowzer. Okay. So that I got my ugly little layout here. And let's see if all the links work. Monet, Genzo Man, Ana Diaz, Stanislav Sokolsky, or Stanislaw, rather, Salvador Dali, and HR. Oh, HR Giger's link don't work. What happened? Wiki, HR Giger. You know what? The div block is probably not set to relative. No, it is. What's happening? Let's see. The image is. I think it's supposed to be static, right? Absolute. Okay, the link. Well, that's just silly. I wonder if there's a link floating around somewhere that's not right. It's okay. Are you guys seeing anything different here? Because from what I can tell, this is set up exactly the same. It's the same. It's a div block with the image and a link block. Let me just look here. We're going to look at our position and compare it to div block 5. And let's see, that's relative. That's relative. This is absolute and full. Same with this. The link block. Well, what in the wide world of sports? That is strange. Let's delete it and start over. Div block there. And then we're gonna get our image. All right, and then we get our link block. Okay, and that's Geiger. So this should be changed to relative. And then the image should be changed to nothing, I believe. And then this should get absolute full. And now this div block 9 with link block 8 should link us to HR Geiger. And it does. So I don't know why that didn't work before, because it should have. That is weird. That is weird. Wow. Wow. Okay. Ugh. Look at that. That's not very good, is it? You know, the other thing I don't like is, they got all these different view modes here, and like, sure, widescreen works because obviously you're probably going to be working on it at a desktop. But when you're not at a desktop, like, whose phone is this long? Like, if you're going to have your display adjustable, don't don't make it 3 feet long. I mean, they need to. It's probably more trouble than it's worth. But what I would like to see in the future webflow is this to be cut off like right about here, like a cell phone would be. And the same with the landscape view there. Like, it's just a personal thing. Cut off the bottom. All right, so now what you can do is, see, this looks okay on a desktop-ish. But this, I don't like how there's all this space in here on the tablet mode. So what I might do is go adjust the spacing on that a little bit, maybe. I don't know. On the tablet mode, and see if I can spread this out and make it look a little bit better. And I also want to do some experiments too. Like, what would happen if I took the dolly div block and I just did a transform on it? I wonder if the link will come with it. This is actually a nice feature of Webflow that just lets you move stuff. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, the link actually went with it. That's kind of cool. That's good to know. So I could probably actually take dolly there, and well, I can only go inside my box there. What I could do is I'll Control Z my movement, and I should have a couple of more grid boxes down there. Where am I going? Grid. Edit my grid. Yeah, I got a couple more blocks down there. I'm going to do an experiment and see what breaks. I should be able to just drag this down. Let me try this one. Oh, wait, I got to click the div block. So I want div block 5. And that should occupy that space now, I think. Yeah, so now the link takes up the whole div block, even though that picture is up there. Wow. I'm learning and teaching. But what I would like to do is, what I think I'll do is I'll just make Sokolsky bigger. Oh, that broke everything, didn't it? What the hell just happened? Okay, I wonder what happens to our link there. We lose our link there. The link is good. The links are still good, but somehow it's jammed everything up. And from what my understanding is when you do that, that shouldn't happen. What should have happened was that this should have taken over that block, and these all should have just moved down one. Try again. Nope, don't like that. What happens when we do that with on a DS? See, that's what should have happened with this one. How inconsistent is that? Let's do it again. Maybe because it's at the front of the row, but okay, we'll take div block 4, move it over. No, but if we do that with div block, the DS div block, no problem. That's just dumb. Now let's do another experiment. Now let's move this over and let's see what happens when we take Stan's block and move it down. Well, that worked just fine. What about the dolly div block? What happens when I do that? That does what it's supposed to do. But for some reason, this one don't do that. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. That's confusing. And I'm upset about it. Ugh. I don't like our layout here. It looks crummy. What can we do to make this better? Well, maybe it was just in that mode that did that. Oh yeah, you see it didn't. Oh, actually, you know, I'm going to do an experiment. Move the DS div block over just in tablet view, and it did not change it in desktop mode, but it did change it in these other views. Okay, I'm going to move that over another one. There we go. That's better. I might do that on the bigger ones too. That looks much better. It's not great, but it's better. And I think I'm going to center these and put some padding on them. See, the experiment tonight was to try to, hello, John the Dom, was to, like before, like if you look at my LaCroix, everything's uniform. But I was like, what happens if you got a bunch of images that are all jacked up in different sizes and resolutions, and how's that going to play and look nice in a grid, you know? Maybe grid wouldn't be the best way to lay it out, but grid is certainly pretty handy for image links, I'll tell you that. You know, if I was going to have a website with a bunch of stuff on it, you know, this is what I would do with it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, how come more of you guys are watching me play with web design than watch me play video games? Somebody explain that to me. I don't understand. Is it more people are free on Tuesday night than on Monday night? Or that nobody really gives a dang about Civ 5? um Anyways, all right. So giving on a DS the spotlight there, because hey, who doesn't like a bunny photo shoot? All right. What are we doing here? Back. I wanna move her over on this display too. Well, that's just dumb. That doesn't look right on desktop mode, does it? No, it doesn't. I guess I should probably change this div block to be flex center too. I don't know. Do we like that? Would you want that on your website? I don't think I would. I'm gonna scratch that out. We don't like that. It looks good on mobile though. I don't like the Geiger image though. I think it needs to be in the center. I wonder if I can just flip-flop these. Link elements cannot be nested inside each other. I don't want to. I want to swap these. I guess I can't. I wonder if I take div block 9 and just move it up, if it'll switch. Wait, where's div block? That's div block 5. So if I move 9 here, there, that's what you got to do. That's better, eh? That's more symmetrical. Any recommendations for a gaming mouse? Whoa. I use a Corsair Harpoon. Um, it's pretty decent, but I'm not a huge gamer. Uh, for most stuff, I use a Logitech G602, which is ancient, so I can't recommend that either. But the Harpoon is nice. It's not that expensive. It's about 30 bucks, I think. It came with my keyboard. Uh, I do like the Corsair K55 keyboard though. It's not mechanical, but it is super nice. Uh, well, okay. That's pretty much all I wanted to do in terms of functionality. So, um, I like mechanical for the feel. They're just so damn loud. This is kind of a nice balance. Anyways, yeah, if you could make a keyboard that felt like a mechanical keyboard and sounded like a regular non-mechanical membrane keyboard, that'd be the shit. Anyways, so in terms of my web page building here, I don't know. Desktop mode's looking kind of ugmo to me. How do I turn this off? There's supposed to be, like, see all these lines and that? I should be able to turn those off, but I'm only seeing more. What's this? X-ray mode. I guess that lets you see stuff behind images. Oh yeah, and that's what's also great if you're going to learn webflow is tutorials are right there. They got like 180 something videos. It's a lot of stuff. I've watched several of the series just to be able to do this. So it's a big learning curve because I don't know what I'm doing. But if you have any kind of like, if you can half-ass use Photoshop or InDesign and you know HTML and CSS at least, this can definitely get you a lot further along than you would be trying to do it all in like Dreamweaver or something like that, which is garbage. Belongs in a garbage can. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know much about. I'm not a hardcore gamer. I am gonna get Flight Sim 2020 in a couple weeks, though. That's gonna be awesome. But let's see if I can make this look like something other than just a bunch of images mashed on a screen. This is not looking great. There gotta be something I can do to center these so they don't look so weird. I guess I'll change the boxes to flex and put some. Yeah, exactly. Div block. Flex, or can I just hit center? It's already centered. Flex. Oh, that's cool. I guess if you have flex set on automatically, it just fills in the whole space of your grid box, which is nice for symmetry if you don't mind your image being stretched. Why didn't you do that? What the? I don't. This Sokolsky here does not play by the rules at all. Like Diaz here, she flexed. Did I flex the image? Or yeah, oh wait, maybe it was because I flexed the image and not the div block. Or no, I flexed the div block. What the heck? I can put a grid in there. A grid and a grid. That's strange. Why did she flex? If I take this div block and unflex it, then it's not flexed. But this one, if I do that, see, I wish I could just like be like, "Hey, Webflow, why does this work, but over here it doesn't work?" This picture is cursed. That's what it is, because that's just like when I tried to drag that over, it breaks. Something is wrong with this div block. Something's wrong there. He's not cooperating with everybody. Div block 4 is a cheater. And there's got to be something that's adjusted in him that's different from the others, which is why it's not cooperating. But I can't for the life of me tell you what it is. I probably would just delete it and start over because like this block again. Oh wait. Yeah, that's this block here. When I flex it, it fills. This one when I flex it, it does not fill. Doesn't matter what, or maybe it's vertical, which would make sense if it was a, oh, maybe it's one of these settings, alignment and justified. Let's see if there's any difference. Oh, there is. It is center left. Justify. Why doesn't this? Okay, I'm getting different options here. This div block, see here? These are my controls for it. Okay. And that is stretch. Oh, okay. There's a stretch. But I don't. It's clicked on this one too. So I am confused, buddy. Why this one will stretch, but this one won't. I'm baffled. Oh, now I done and broke it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's do some Control Z's. Watch me troubleshoot the internet. This is my third or fourth time streaming. I don't know. I normally stream games, but I only get like 2 viewers on those, so I thought I'd do something extra boring. More people watching. Watch me fail at web design. I'm confused, buddy. Why does this stretch and that one doesn't? Okay. I got an idea though. Let's change the name of DivBlock4 class. Let's remove its class. Whoa. It lost everything. Let's give it a DivBlock3 class. And now it's broken. What? And now, since I'm editing DivBlock3, that changed to DivBlock. Wow, I broke the heck out of this. What? Where? How did you get up there? See? Even though it's made for dummies, it is still very easy to screw up. I know just enough to be dangerous. Yeah, YouTube sucks, man. I had another channel linked on this account that they actually terminated because of copyright strikes. And so I got a big long email that's like, you're not allowed to have any YouTube channels anymore. So I'm just waiting for the day that Listening Point just it gets vaporized and I lose everything. Until that day, web design. I don't get it though. I need to send this live stream to the webflow people and be like, you watched the whole thing and tell me why this is broke. So this is flex, horizontal, stretch, justified left, and then div block 4 is horizontal, justify left, stretch, and it doesn't stretch. Confusing. Wonder what happens if I play with this one, if it does anything. I think I already got it, and no, I don't. Vertical stretch. I don't know. This is some jacked up stuff, I guess. I wonder if I could do this one. I had modified the image, I think. No, not the one I changed. When I change this one, that one is flex already. What if I wanted to have it stretch? Oh, I can't change that. There, flex, center, vertical, stretch. Nope. It's very finicky about what it lets do what, apparently, even though it's all set up visibly, it looks the same. So that is confusing. I don't know what the heck the deal is with that. Anyways, now let's see if we can add anything to these images without totally breaking them. Let's start with some padding in the div. Like, okay, there we go. Now we're gonna get goofy for sure. Okay, come on. Well, that's weird. My image is not, my padding's not working on that one. Now, if you look at this one, when I adjusted my padding, stuff happened. But when I adjust my padding on this one, of course, this one is not set to flex, I don't think. No, that's standard display. Let's change this one to standard display and see what happens. No. Okay. It is immune to padding. How inconsistent. Let's put some padding on this one and see what it does. That worked. I wonder what happens if I put some maybe margin on it. Oh, that's on the link though. Okay, it's not immune to margins, but it's immune to padding. Maybe because whoa. Okay. Yeah. This is interesting. I don't know what this feature is here that I've just discovered. It's just kind of like Double Dragon's like, screw you, we're taking over. That's weird. It's got to be something to do with the fact that I manually size this image. Ah! What? Oh no, I don't know what I did. Help. Thank God for Control Z. Yeah, YouTube, they screwed a lot of people over. Kind of what they do. Okay. Whoa, what in the... I wonder if this will work with its margins now. No. I'm gonna zero these out. I wonder why these are blue. This is very weird. Now I'm getting to the point where I would probably start over because I'm like, it's broken and nothing's working like it's supposed to because I didn't take my time and do it slowly from the beginning and cross all my T's and dot all my lowercase j's. Heck. Heck. If only I could sit down with the Webflow people and be like, why is your shit broken? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna delete that image. Uh-oh. What did I delete? I deleted the link block. Delete the image. I'm gonna get a new image. Okay. And I wonder if my link still works. It does. I wonder if all my links are still what they're supposed to be, though. Monet. Because I've had this when I did the other one, they all flip-flopped on me. Uh-oh, we lost our Geiger link. Okay. Strange. I wonder if it stayed in one of the... No, it's there. Oh, for Karn's sakes, Bobby. What happened? Absolute. For crying out loud, man. What? I didn't even change anything and it don't work no more. No, the link is still there. Huh. What the fork? I guess I'll delete this too. And try again. Okay, that's relative. This is static, and then this should get changed to absolute full, and now my link should work again. Okay. I don't understand, guys, how this app can have all these little bugs in it like this, and yikes. That's frustrating is what that is. Oh, hi, welcome back. I was just arguing with the internet about why this wasn't working like it's supposed to. But I don't know. Now it works. See, like, I guess there's some changes that stick. But I think that's probably my biggest beef with this is everything's designed to be reusable so you can save time, but when you're trying to go from scratch, it really makes it hard to, like, if you've made a mistake and you're not a web developer, you're not super familiar with the app, you're not going to know why your image isn't adjusting with your padding, you know? So you just end up deleting it and redoing it. Like, I'm sure you'd be able to troubleshoot and find out why it's not working if you knew more, but that's the tricky part. Again, what I would prefer is just to have, like, this layout here is fine, but then I can just, because I would just like to be able to just drag the images where I want them to go, click the image. This image is also a link. And you would think they'd be able to do that because, for example, like I got div block 5 here, which is the dolly block. There's these transforms that let you just move on all three axes, plus this Z, but like, I guess that lets me put it behind or in front of stuff. I don't know what that is. But you see what I'm saying? Like, if I can do this and put this anywhere I want, and I can, you know, there's not a limit there. I can make that 600 pixels and move over further or 900. You know, why can't I just grab it and drag it wherever I want to put it? Honestly, why? And then since you've got all these layers over here, have a depth layer. You know, this one goes in front, align to front, move back, align to back, you know, move to background. Those should all be options, and they're not. If I can use a tool to move it where I want it, I should just be able to drag it where I want it. I'm pretty sure I just broke it. See, where's that go now? Oh no, that worked. I tried to do that earlier and it wouldn't let me do that. How do you like them apples? Okay, let me put it back over here now. I guess you can only go up. Nope. Okay, does anybody explain? Okay. Let's try that again. I drug that up. Now it won't let me do it. What just happened? Now it's on top of there. I'm glad I'm streaming this so I can watch it back and know that I'm not crazy when I'm trying to do this stuff. I thought I had the Geiger in the center. I guess that's only in tablet mode. Okay. All right. Let's drag it up there and then see what happens to our link. We got the Sokolsky link. That's still Geiger. Where did the where'd the Dolly link go? It evaporated. Very strange. And now our Dolly link's broken again. Even though it's right there. It's right there's that link and it doesn't work anymore. And the link is there. That is weird. Let's add our link block back. I think that was just link block 9. So I wonder if I could just call it Dolly and it'll work. Let's see what that did. Okay, I got a clicker, but I can't. Not clicking. Maybe I didn't enter the link in. Oh, it doesn't keep the URL. Okay. Okay. Crazy. This application is kind of dumb, but for me, it is still better than trying to code. I would fiddle with this for 4 hours before I would stare at code and then go to a code screen and then fumble with my code and then check back to see what changes it made, then fumble with my code screen and then fumble back and see what it's doing. Like this, I can at least immediately click and see what it's doing and see what it looks like. And yeah. With coding, it's ugh. I hate anything code based, honestly. It's not my bag. Okay. So, rule number 1 for web design, or web development, I should say, is make sure that your web design is complete and you're happy with it before you even start web development. Because if you don't have a good outline before the get-go, you're going to run into problems like me right now going, oh, I'm just going to make a little gallery page with some images on it and see what it looks like. And I'm going to have them be all different sizes and deal with that. But not looking the best. So, and I got a grid layout here, so I don't think I can just add stuff in between. So that's the other thing to keep in mind too when dealing with a grid is you're going to want your image ratios to be all the same so that you have some symmetry, because this looks kind of like garbage. I mean, it doesn't look bad in tablet mode, but it kind of sucks on desktop mode. This looks like a bad web page from 1998. Anyways, let's throw some text in here. Oh, congratulations. I guess I need to make the body a flex. Oh, it is flexed. Well, what the heck? Why aren't you flexed then? That's strange. I would have thought that making the body a flex, I guess it's got to be flex vertical. I don't think I want to do that to the body though. Display vertical. No, I need that centered. I like that. In console data. Do percentage and 85%. Wow, 85%? That's 85% of what? I probably should have put a div block in, you guys. Let's put a div block in so I don't screw everything up. Everything's got to be nested in another div block just to keep it from contaminating everything or each other. That's 100%. I wonder what happens if I do 300%, 3,000%. 450. There we go. Now I got these grids in here and I got a div block in there, which means I can add, I should be able to add text blocks for each one of these div blocks. Yep. See that? Wow. I wonder how that's going to affect my link block. It doesn't because it's absolute. Cool. Cool. This needs some padding. What is happening? Why can't I edit my paragraph? My link is interfering with my paragraph. What? Okay. I'm clicking here and it's not letting me edit my text. Confusing. I guess it's because the link is set to absolute. So what I'll probably have to do is take my link and put it in the top corner. Yeah. So there's a little feature and bug you can learn about. To get the link to work with the image, it's got to be set to absolute, which means I would probably honestly want to put another div block in this div block for the text so that my link, when it's set to absolute, which is what makes it work, doesn't interfere with my paragraph. So I'm going to get another div block and I'm going to put it in this div block. And then I'm going to put my paragraph in that div block. And I still can't edit my text. Oh, wait, my paragraph's not in there. Get in there. Well, that's a problem anyway. That doesn't solve it either. Our link block is set to absolute. So it's going to cover the whole thing. But that's the only way I know to make an image link work. Wonder if I set it to top left, will it still work? Nope, that does not work. Oh boy, you could really annoy people with that too. If you had your link block set to absolute and they wanted to copy your text, they can't because it's a link. Ooh, no copy paste for you, Buster. I'm going to have to find a new way to make images links because that sucks. That sucks. I might have to send the webflow people an email and be like, yo, what the fork, man? Or maybe they got a better way to make image links on their website I just haven't seen yet. So, in closing, you cannot have your link block set to absolute if you want to edit your text. Good to know. Wow. Okay. How's that going to look on here, though? Oof. Oof. I don't like that at all, boys. That looks like hot garbage. Man. I, I am speechless. I don't know why this is still sitting there now. Ugh. Crap. Why is that so? Okay, well, I want to turn the padding off on this one. Maybe we can 10. Set the text percentage different. Okay. No, that's weird. That's 100. That works fine. Oh God, really? And it screws up the. My God, man. Yeah, that's no bueno. I guess it'd be better to change the pixel size. What the fuck? That's better. That percentage thing was really. No, that's not much better either. Look at look at the spacing in between there. Why wouldn't I don't know. This is just silly. The height needs to change relative to the damn size. Maybe I could set the height as a percentage. And then when I set this at a percentage, it won't be so stupid. There, that's better. There. Not as stupid, but still pretty stupid. And that looks like ass. My major in college was film production with a minor in Japanese language. And I learned to shoot on celluloid film, not digital. So I actually cut negative. I didn't have a nonlinear editing system. This is ass backwards. I guess because I don't have it centered. Actually, on this, I didn't like it centered. It looked better left justified. Balls. That just looks terrible. Why does everybody have to have 8,000 different viewports? I swear to God. It's Manuel. Manwell. Boy, that just looks awful in mobile mode now. I wonder what the deal is with that. Anyways, I want to have a little piece and a little blurb and a link, and I want it to not look like garbage in every viewport. What? Actually, you know what? That can stay because if you got a high res monitor, you can read that just fine. Charisse got divorced. She moved to a new apartment, so she's been hard to get a hold of. Hey, Kenny, how's it going, buddy? I wish I got a sound notification when I got a chat over here because easy to get distracted. God, I've been doing this for over 2 hours already. And that's, you guys didn't see all the bullshit I was doing before I started live streaming. Ugh. All right. I think before I call it a day today, I want to put text on everything. I want to have this not look like garbage. Still a piece of garbage in the cell phone viewport. This heading needs padding. Point 0.3. Okay. Now it's got too much padding. Goo. That's a little better. All right, let's give Genzo Man some text. Yeah, Rocky Mountain Cotton back. That was all right. Tesseract scissors. Sitting with an Ashley. All right. Div block. Wait, no, what? Grid 2. Grid div block 6. What a mess. I should have I should have named this all properly from the get-go and I wouldn't be struggling as much right now. Paragraph. Don't put it on top of that. Come on, man. What are you doing that for? It goes in the Genzo. And actually, you know what? I want it to look like paragraph. I want to add the paragraph class to that. And that should scale. But it doesn't seem to be scaling the way I would like it to. I don't like that that is so far down like that. There's got to be a better way. I just don't like that at all. How can I put text under that and still have a display on a phone and not look like hammered ass? Maybe I could just have it so when it's on that mode, there's no text. And to do that, I'm going to be an idiot and put it at 0. So when you get it on your phone, you just get the picture. Yeah, you know, they're all made up as we go. There's no script. It just kind of get a couple people together and go. Whatever happens gets put up. I want this to display bigger. What? I guess I want the minimum width on my image to be 100, or is that going to work because of the grid? No, that works. What's it going to do if I make it too big, though? Is it going to push the other one over? No, it's going to get behind it. That does not seem right. Let's look at our LaCroix page and see what the hell that does. Like if I get into this, let's see, this is link block image here, and I crank this image up. And let's get in one of these other views. And I crank the hibiscus image size up. Where's the image size? 200%. That doesn't do anything. Baffling. But somehow when I do it over here, it does. Oh wait, did I set it as the min width? Okay, that's what it is. Let's try min. Let's set that to 200%. Okay. But that smushed it over. That's playing nice in the grid. That's what it's supposed to do. I can set this to 500. Okay, now it's not playing so nice. But the idea is that, yeah, it's still playing nice, actually. It can be huge, but it still doesn't impede on the other one's space. So I don't know why this one is working so perfectly and this guy's all jacked up, because it's basically the same setup. That baffles me. Maybe it's my grid settings. Let me look at my grid settings. They are identical. I don't know. Join the army, eh? Have you enlisted already, or are you've enlisted? Are you haven't signed up yet? This sucks. I don't know why this is not playing nice. And there's these huge gaps in between here. I guess the lesson I've learned is when you're trying to do a grid setup, make sure all your images are going to be the same or at least relatively similar, like scalable sizes, because this just is a cluster trying to do all these different images. That's not gonna work. Ugh. Holy crap, 10 o'clock. It's lunch break time for me, boys. So I'm going to end the stream on a give up. And I don't know if I'll stream this anymore, but I'm definitely going to have to keep playing with it so I can do it when it comes time to do it. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I think it's twitter.com/listening.7. Let me look. Yeah. If you want to follow me on Twitter for complaining about stuff, you can. Oh, look, it didn't. Did it work? I don't know. Anyway, that's my Twitter. I have been goofing around with this stupid program for like 4.5 or 5 hours today, and I'm tired of it. So this was not a total failure, but it was not a smashing success either. It definitely did not turn out as well as the LaCroix cans. So more trial and error is needed. But thanks for coming out. Lunchtime, 10 p.m. lunchtime. I operate at night. But I hope you guys learned something, or maybe I learned something. I don't know what I learned. I learned that you got to be way more careful in plotting this stuff out, and that even when you are doing something exactly like you've done it before, it still might not work. Yikes. Okay. I will catch you all on the flip side. And exactly like you've done it before, it still might not work. Yikes. Okay. I will catch you all on the flip side. And exactly like you've done it before, it still might not work. Yikes.